friends, today I'm here to talk to you about my 18th century plans, and I have something a little awesome if you stick around. Now, I've mentioned before that last November is when I decided to jump headfirst into the wonderful world of 18th century costuming. Now, I have ideas. The persona I'd like to portray is a black free woman milliner. Now, milliners were the ones who would create all the lovely accessories for your garment, like the tuckers, the caps, etc. And sometimes, very rarely, they would make garments. That was more the job of the mantua maker. Now, working on your old-time garments, a good rule of thumb is to work from the inside out. I finished my shift, my pocket, and a bum pad, and now I am on to stays. I've made a pair of the American Duchess 8162 by Simplicity, and as they stated on the American Duchess blog, the block was pretty small. So I had to work on that. But now I'm going to work on red threaded 1780s front lacing stays. I chose front lacing ones as I'm not super flexible and I really don't feel like contorting my scoliosis having self into a human pretzel. I bought linen, synthetic whalebone, and all, a bodkin, and cording from Burnley and Trowbridge. And I'm using some linen that was in my cabbage patch. A cabbage patch, for those of you who aren't historically sewing savvy, is your scrap pile. I'm really excited to see how this pans out. I have to make up a couple of mock-ups to see how it works, but I have a pretty good feeling about this. Next is my petticoat. Now, I've worked on this as part of the Burnley and Trowbridge sew-along, but I got overwhelmed and wished that I had a nice linen or something or some sort in this color. But I'll keep on keeping on with the cotton. I'll need help leveling it, so I guess it's time to look into self-leveling tips and methods again and scream a lot. Next on the list is my Italian gown. Now, I'm sort of cheating and using the lining and building out from the lining from the American Duchess Guide to 18th Century Dressmaking. Okay, cheating isn't the right word, as I am making a lining for it. And that's a thing you need. Anyways, I patterned out the bodice, and I'm going to work on the skirt once I cut everything out. I'm using the, I'm going to butcher this, Hasalaka duvet set from IKEA. Now, sadly, this has been discontinued, which sucks. Thanks, IKEA. But I snapped one up. I'm debating using self-trim. I might make it white. I might make it red. I don't know. We'll see. So, of course, I'm going to take you on this sewing along adventure. It'll be fun. Next is a cap. I'll be using cabbage from my Italian gown lining for the cap. And if I have extra cording, I'll use that. Or make my own from embroidery thread. Or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Just a simple Burnley and Trowbridge pattern and sew along. I swear, I am not sponsored by Burnley and Trowbridge. I just really, really, really love their products and supporting their business. And finally, for this persona, I have my pinner apron. Now, this will get its own video in due time. So, here's an example of what one looks like. It's going to be black linen from Burnley and Trowbridge. And after I figure out how to do my hair 18th century style, as the American Duchess Guide to Beauty doesn't really talk about my particular 4C hair type as an example, but I'll have the impression done once I figure it out. Yay! I also have some other ideas floating about, but before I get into them, I want to talk to you about a giveaway and a book I've recently purchased. Now, the internet is full of wonderful ways on how to work on your 18th century impression, but I like a good old-fashioned book. I picked up Whatever Shall I Wear? A Guide to Assembling a Woman's 18th Century Wardrobe by Mara Riley at the beginning of the month. And, oh man, what a great purchase. It's chock full of information for a beginner in the world of 18th century costuming. It's delightfully illustrated, And it's just good to have in your costuming section, in your bookshelf, or near where you sew. It's just a nice book. And in the back, there's some merchants who will carry all the things you're going to need for your impression. Is that? You want a copy? Awesome possum. You've come to the right place. I'll be giving away a copy of this book. Now, all you'll have to do is subscribe to my channel and leave a comment saying, I'm in, and tell me something about your ideal 18th century impression. If you want another entry, comment on my Instagram post that has the book with your YouTube handle. And that's it. This giveaway begins August 26, 2020 at 8 a.m. PST. This giveaway will end Wednesday, September 2nd, 2020 at 12 p.m. PST. Winner will be pulled from a hat on a live on YouTube at noon PST on September 3rd, 2020, unless something changes, which I will alert you in my community page. Now, on to other 18th century ideas. I ordered a mitt kit and a pinball kit from Penny River Costumes during COVID, and I'm still working on them. The kits are Hufflepuff inspired as I want to make a Hufflepuff inspired look. Yes, I know JK is now garbage, but I love being a little badger and I've divorced the creator from the story and the lore. I'll be making a Carico Jacket. Simple Carico Jacket will be in a black linen or wool. I'm still mulling it about. It doesn't get that cold here in San Diego, but that doesn't stop me from running around in wool garments when the time arises. The petticoat will be in a yellow, either a wool or linen. Easy peasy. For head coverings, I'm debating what to do. I could make a witch hat with an 18th century spin or just simply trim a cap. And I have 1.5 more ideas to lay on you all. I recently received this gorgeous striped silk from my friend Emma. She received it from a fellow costuming friend who was leaving the hobby due to personal reasons. Now, as Emma does World War II reenacting, she gave it to me as she knew I'd turn it into something awesome. I want to make this into a robe à la Francaise, or a sackback gown. I've always been captivated by these gorgeous gowns ever since I learned about them in fashion history class. And well, I can make my own. This fabric will be beyond perfect for it, and if by some magical interlude I have enough cabbage left over, I'll make a little pétrin there. This little jacket is just so cute. I mean, I can't. Guys. Let's hope for me. Hope really hard and it'll happen, because that's how it works. And that's it. My 18th century plans for whenever we can have gatherings again. Or, I guess I can wear my kit to the grocery store. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Take care and create something beautiful. I see you zoom into the end. See where the giveaway info is. Go back and watch it. You'll find it. Go ahead.